Hi, this is Salo, and today is the full moon in Libra. How exciting is that? April 1st or April 2nd, depending on what part of the world you're in. And so I'm going to say, what does that mean for you for each astrological sign for the next 6 months? How cool is that? So for you Aries out there, Aries rising and Aries moon, it will hit your 7th house of relationships. And the focus is going to be on partnerships, be it in business or interpersonal relationships. Are you in the right relationship? If so, you'll feel it today, you'll get excited, and it'll be a go for the next 6 months. But if not, sometimes full moons are endings. It's like really realizing, I think this is a time to kind of part and everything. And so that may happen today. So this is a major turning point for committed relationships, and it requires balance between independence and the needs of the significant other. All right, if you are a Taurus moon or Taurus rising, oh my goodness, it's going to be in your 6th house of health. Is everything working out for your exercise program? How is your workplace going along? Are you getting a new workplace? Is things getting organized? Are you deciding, like, I think I need to move to a new place. Maybe I need to get rid of an addiction of having a glass of wine at dinner all the time. Maybe I need to take more vitamin D or some more, vitamins and minerals that I can improve my health over the next 6 months. It's time to get rid of something healthy-wise that isn't working, or something even healthy-wise, or boss even at work. Maybe you should be the boss and make your workplace a little bit more pleasant over the next few months. Plus, hey, it's a great time that you can get a new pet in your life between now and the next 6 months. So how cool is that? Sometimes I'll just have to be honest that since it's a full moon and it can be endings, maybe you've had a sick pet and you've had to put it down. Just know it's the most divine time to do that, and to know that you are making the right decision with that. All right, for you Geminis out there, Gemini rising and Gemini moons, it's going to be in your 5th house of romance and fun and music and dance and the creative arts and children. How cool is that? So your creativity can go to a 10. And maybe something you're doing can turn into a business, or maybe something that a project you've been working on just isn't working creatively. It's time to toss it and to start something new for the next 6 months. Also, maybe you haven't been dating, but you could start something with a new romance, meet somebody new, get some exciting fun. And you guys out there, Geminis, go buy a lottery ticket. It's your 5th house. You could be lucky. We do have Jupiter squaring most of this session of this full moon. And so it can make your emotions feel a little bit more expanded at this time. Just know that Jupiter is playing upon that. So just be calm, meditate a little bit for you Geminis, or anybody else in the astrological signs today. If you're a Cancer rising or Cancer moon, it's going to hit your 4th house of home and family. A person may feel a pull towards just being in your home, getting some new pillows for your home, chilling out, watching a movie, spending time with your kids, spending time with your pets, just experiencing a really good feeling of meditation also, and maybe just analyzing some of those emotional needs and wants that you may be going through in your home. Also, it could be endings. You could be selling your home and looking for a new home at this time also, for you Cancers out there, Cancer rising and Cancer moons. All right, for you Leos out there, Leo rising, Leo moons, it activates your 3rd house of communication. And that communication means having meaningful conversations with others that really matter, instead of being totally bored with your conversation and say, shoot me now, in the universe. It's about paying attention to social media. You may become more prominent if you work in social media, run your own podcast. If you started it a few months ago, your podcast can start rising up and gaining a nice hill of more listeners and more downloads on there. That would be super cool. look at your neighbors. Maybe some of your neighbors may be moving because it could be endings, but also it deals with your siblings. Can there be a new relationship here, or do you need to have, you Leos, a spiritual boundaries with your siblings going, hell no, I need to have a boundary right now and have my own personal space kind of going on. Pay attention to your neighborhood. There may be some signs about leading you to have clarity for your next direction in life too. All right, for you Virgos out there, Virgo rising and Virgo moons, it's going to be in your second house of finances. How cool is that? It's time to treat yourself and to reassess your relationship of power and your material stability. Maybe you might want to get on Coinbase and buy some Bitcoin. Bitcoin will be going down by summer, my guides are saying, so don't buy until summer. Just adding that in there. Or you may be wanting a savings account or start a wonderful Fortune 500 portfolio with Fidelity, for example. That would be really good. And paying attention to your debt and starting to pay that off. But you Virgos will also be discovering with this full moon endings of things that aren't of value to you. People aren't valuing your time, your energy, or your friendship. Maybe it's time to say bye-bye on that. And you're really realizing what your self-worth is at this time. All right, for you Libra risings and Libra moons, yes, it's all about you guys, and it's in your first house. It's about you being self-empowered. What is working for you right now in your health, well-being, and appearance? Keep that going up. And what is it that you value with your energy? Do you have more energy, less energy? What is it, the changes that you need to do? But it's about a self-assessment. Maybe, and we do have Venus and Taurus for next month. Maybe you need a new hairdo or get some new clothes to make you feel really spiffy kind of going up over the next 30 days and also the next 6 months. You're changing your identity and prioritizing yourself first, which I really think all of us should do. Love ourselves first, fill up our cup first, and then we have more to give to others, and that's what you Libras are balancing about right now. All right, for you Scorpio rising and Scorpio moons, it's going to be in your 12th house of your subconscious mind, your dreams, things hidden behind the scenes, and maybe some of those hidden enemies are going to be revealed during this full moon, and you'll know who your friends are and who your enemies are, and it's time to say bye-bye to that. And maybe you will get some spiritual aha moments, be more connected to your guides and angels, so pay attention to your dreams, Scorpio. Keep a dream book going on. Ask your guides and angels before you go to bed for the answer of something that's been troubling you. Right now, you will get that revealed. And so you will know what's working with your subconscious mind, with your dream state, and who your enemies are at this time. But the cool thing is you can get your intuition going off the charts right now into new expanded awareness. And it's a great time for taking Epsom salt baths and meditation. All right, good stuff for you guys. For you Sagittarius rising, I'm a Sagittarius rising, and Sagittarius moons, it's going to be in your 11th house of following your dreams, working with your friends and groups, and it's going to impact your community around you. You'll find out who your support system is, who are the really cool peeps to work with. And maybe finding your tribe over the next 6 months can be happening, and also finding out who your friends aren't and maybe backing off and having a little bit of boundaries with that. You're going to have intense shifts with your social circle and finding that tribe within yourself, and maybe discovering a new talent and reaching those long-term goals over the next 6 months is going to be a really cool thing for you Sagittariuses out there. All right, for you Capricorn rising and Capricorn moon, it's going to be in your 10th house of career. I'm sure you guys are going to like that because Capricorns love to work. And so it's going to be, you'll be out in the public more, your career can rise, something's going to change, your public image can change, but make sure you're in integrity because that energy can pop out things that you're not in integrity about. And your professional momentum, especially if you're self-employed, get out there in social media, get out there in the public. You can be well noticed. All eyes are on you guys. You can get more business coming your way, more magic coming your way, and Just remember too, as a warning, don't overreach at the expense of peace. Do what makes you happy first, follow your joy, and watch the magic happen. I love that. All right, for you Aquariuses out there, Aquarius rising and Aquarius moon is going to be in your 9th house of expansion, beliefs, higher learning. You may have a completion of a course from college and get your doctorate degree and going on to your master's degree over the next 6 months. Maybe something spiritually you thought you had at hand totally changed since October last fall into what it is right now, and you get that wonderful aha moment. You get an idea about the spiritual philosophy of life all at once. Maybe you were inspired by the monks walking for peace and Aloka, that dog, and looking at the big picture in life. And maybe you're going to see a balance of law and order. Maybe you had some type of lawful court thing happening over the last 6 months. Guess what? Can be completed this week or within the next 6 months in your favor. So how cool is that? And lastly, for you Pisces out there, Pisces rising and Pisces moon, it's going to be in your 8th house of shared resources. You're going to have deep spiritual, emotional breakthroughs, more contact with your guides and angels, more understanding of astrology, the tarot cards. So study that on YouTube. Get your own deck, get your own oracle cards going. And there could be some good success between your partner for finances. So get a savings account. Start that Fortune 500 folder at Fidelity between you and your spouse, and watch 6 months from now it really, really grow. This is an important thing to get your finances in order, get your taxes done early, get that out of the way so you can feel great for the summer. Maybe spend a little time studying the occult and spirituality. It's a time of having those aha moments and more connection in dream time with your guides and angels. And if you want to learn how to be more connected with your guides and angels or have a spiritual reading with me, just go to salostanleypsychic.com, fill out the contact form near the front on the homepage, scroll down to the bottom, there's a contact form, fill it out, send that information to me, it'll be emailed, and I will get right back with you and get you a time scheduled to read for you. It is recorded. It's an hour reading. I also do $45 30-minute sessions too. Whatever works in your budget. Also for the hour one, it has a sliding fee, and you will get well on your way. You will not be disappointed. I've been doing readings for over 30 years, and I just love being of service to others because this is my spiritual purpose. And also check out my podcast, Salo Galactic Light. It's on Buzzsprout, it's on Apple Podcast, and it's also on Spotify, most of them. And you can really, really get that boost for me, and on social media, be my friend on Facebook. This is how everything goes around. I put this energy in, and hopefully if one or two of you even get a reading with me, it makes a wonderful circuit of energy of making all our dreams come true. And may you have the best day ever, and we're going to say namaste.